Alagang Amoso, Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines. Ang programang para sa mga Filipino seafarers at kanilang pamilya. Maghahatid ng impormasyon, magbibigay ng inspirasyon, at tatalakay sa kanilang mga sitwasyon, kalagayan at iba pang mga pangangailangan. Alagang Amoso. Kasama si Camille Simbulan dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat and welcome po muli sa Alagang Amoso, ang serbisyo publiko sa radyong hatid ng Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines o AMOSUP at ng Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Sa programang ito ay pinag-uusapan natin ang iba't ibang mga welfare programs and services ng AMOSUP para sa mga miyembro at dependents ng ating union. Tinatalakay din po natin ang mga napapanahong issue tungkol sa mga karapatan at kapakanan ng mga magigiting nating Filipino seafarers or sea-based overseas Filipino workers. Ang AMOSUP, Alagang AMOSUP, ay napapakinggan din po sa flagship station na Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Special shoutout, of course, sa mga miyembro ng AMOSUP at sa lahat ng mga Pilipinong mandaragat sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo na nakikinig sa atin.
Alagang Amoso, dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Okay, just a quick recap. Ang naging topic po natin last week ay ang alon ng henerasyon. Talaga naman po nakakaaliw ang mga guests natin, ang mag-ama na sina Mr. Jelmer Villarosa at Joshua Villarosa na kapwa po seafarer. So, balikan nyo po yung episode kung hindi nyo napanood, nakakaaliw po talaga ang aming huntahan nung mag-ama, kung yung mga journey nila, yung contrast nung kanilang experiences, no, ng dalawang magkaibang henerasyon ng seafarer. So, ngayon, wini-welcome po muli namin kayo sa isa na namang makabuluhang episode ng Alagang Amosup. Ang ating topic ngayong araw, financial tips from a millennial seafarer. Kaya sa ating episode ngayong araw, makakasama natin ang isang millennial na seafarer na magbabahagi ng kanyang karanasan bilang isang mandaragat. Actually, nagbabalik po siya. Kasi last year, nag-guest na rin natin siya. No? Yung kwento naman niya kung paano siya nagsimula bilang isang kadete hanggang sa naging ganap na seafarer siya. Ngayon naman, magbibigay siya ng kanyang kaalaman pagdating sa disiplinado. Ba't ka natatawa? Disiplinadong paggamit ng kita at mga financial investments. Tunay na nakaka-inspire ang kanyang maritime journey bilang isa ring alumnus mula sa Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific o MAAP at kasalukuyang engineer sa cruise ship. O, diba? We can't wait to hear your stories. So, let us all welcome on Alagang Amosup, engineer, second engineer?
Engineer na lang.
Engineer J.M. Hieras. Welcome again to Alagang Amosup.
Magandang gabi. Magandang araw sa magandang araw sa lahat ng tagapakinig at tagapanood ng Alagang Amosup. And it's nice to be back.
Oh, syempre, napakadaling kausap ni Engineer JM, no?
Galing airport.
Diretso sa Alagang
Galing
Amosup.
airport, diretso sa Alagang Amosup.
Yes, okay. So, okay, kumusta naman yung pinakahuli mong biyahe? Fresh na fresh po yan,
fresh
no?
po. Kasi kakauwi ko lang kaninang umaga.
Fresh off the ship.
Fresh off the ship. Tapos, may invite tayo from Amosup and we can never say no. So, okay naman. It was like 7 months. Supposedly, around 6 months lang. Pero I got extended to around 7.5 months for this contract kasi may request from the chief engineer, which is my friend also, na we finished the contract at the same time. So, ayun. So, nag-extend ako a little bit, which is okay din naman kasi kagaya financial...
More kaching-kaching.
More kaching-kaching tayo. More budget tayo para sa next. Kasi mag-e-exam ako and like process my licenses ngayong vacation. So, I need a little bit more funding din para sa vacation na to kasi there would be a little bit more expenses than my regular vacation.
Oo, ganyan naman ang buhay ng mga seafarer, di ba? Pagbaba, kailangan muli mag-review,
yes,
mag-exam,
review, tas other license, other documents, other certificates. And now, meron din ako medical, which is free naman. But of course, it will add a little bit more number of days din sa vacation ko ngayon. So, kailangan ng medyo konting extended budget for this vacation.
Okay. So pag-usapan naman natin.
Yes. Yes.
Hindi, sige, medyo muna, backtrack tayo. Kasi nung huling nag-guest ka dito, Sir JM, ay ang barko mo, MSC
MSC
Grandiosa.
Cruises. Yeah, I was with MSC Cruises. Nung last guesting ko before ako umalis, and then I joined MSC Grandiosa. Under the contemporary fleet ng MSC. So, that was sa South America and Europe ang biyahe ng mga guest. Now, I joined the MSC Bellissima, which is the only big ship on the Asian region na nagsisail.
Okay. Ilan ang capacity ng
MSC Bellissima, on a regular basis, we have around 5,000 to 5,300 guests at a single cruise.
Wow. Daming
yes,
guests.
Daming guests. Plus the crew pa, which is around 1,200 to 1,400. Wow. So, yun yung capacity ng ship namin
Capacity
ngayon.
ng ship. Okay. Ang gaganda ng mga ships na napupuntahan mo,
Yes.
Yung Grandiosa is a much bigger ship.
Yeah, it's sister ships naman. But,
sister ships.
It's called the Meraviglia class ng MSC. So, may distinct feature siya. But, the difference is yung Grandiosa, merong 40 meters difference lang. A little bit longer than Bellissima. Kasi parang big brother niya si Grandiosa. Kasi it's a Meraviglia Plus class. Then, kasi mas maraming guests.
Okay.
Then, Bellissima is the standard size Meraviglia class ship ng MSC.
So, ngayon, yung Bellissima, ano-ano yung mga bansa na iniikot niya?
For MSC Bellissima, nagsistay siya dito sa Asia. For this season, nung nag-join ako, it's China, Taiwan, Korea, and Japan.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
Dito, Far East Asia. East Asia tayo.
East Asia. So, for 7 months, yun yung countries na napupuntahan mo.
Rotation lang. It's a regular basis kasi regular yung tours ng guest. So, meron lang kami like a little bit time na yung ship, instead na sa Okinawa, South Japan area ang tourist areas. There are times na umakyat kami to north sa Hokkaido
yung
area.
malamig na
Yes.
areas. Oh, wow! Sa bucket list ko yan, Sir JM.
Yung mga budol-budol natin sa Japan.
Doon nakaka-mag-shopping.
Yeah.
Okay. So, ilang taon ka na nagbabarko?
Continuous, I started restarted. I call it restarting in 2019. So, roughly 5-6 years.
Okay.
Continuous tayo. Since before pandemic, like the year before the pandemic, up until now, medyo regular ako every year sumasakay ng barko. With a 3 to 4 months vacation. Ngayon, nung nag-start ako sa cruise ship, 2 months vacation, 2 to 3 months vacation tayo.
So, ano-ano na yung mga countries na napuntahan mo so far?
Dito sa Asia, of course, majority kasi nga I also joined the cargo ships before. So medyo dito normal Singapore, China, siyempre sa Philippines, Japan, Korea, Indonesia. Then Europe, medyo marami sa Europe like Spain, Italy, Morocco, for Morocco Africa na rin, but yun sa Malta, Turkey, which is my favorite.
Really?
Yes. Turkey, Greece, yun. Tas South America, Brazil, Argentina, tas America, of course, Canada, and the second favorite ko, Canada, because of Quebec. So, yun.
Do you keep track? Ilan na lahat?
Hindi ko rin siya tinatrack.
Talaga? Bakit?
Hindi, meron ako.
Di ba nagko-collect ka ng mga magnet, no?
May magnet ako, may collection ako, may tracking din ako. Pero hindi ko siya. Pero meron may mga unusual countries ako, like I was in Greenland na.
Oh, wow! Okay.
Iceland, Greenland. So, in like one contract with another cruise company, nakapag Aurora Cruises ako. So, ang biyahe namin yung Northern Europe.
May Aurora Borealis na.
Yes. Pumunta lang kami bumabiyahe lang kami dun sa country na yon para maabutan yung Aurora Borealis na nasa dagat. So,
wow, ganda nun.
Medyo, kasi, yung operator na yon medyo high-end. So, like people pay just to see the Aurora Borealis. In Greenland. Very specific in Greenland.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yes.
So, nabanggit mo, favorite, inaano lang natin yung history.
Yes.
So, bago tayo magtungo dun sa topic natin.
Yes.
So, sabi mo, favorite mo yung Turkey.
Yes.
At saka Canada. Bakit?
Kasi yung the look of kasi I was in dry dock nun sa Turkey. I stayed in Istanbul for 3 months.
Really? So, na-explore mo
So,
siya?
medyo na-explore namin yung Turkey. Tapos, medyo kasi fairy tale-ish
Really?
ang Turkey. Especially yung old town niya. Parang merong feeling na you cannot believe that it's real. Yung mga things na nakikita mo. Also, Quebec.
Talaga?
Yes. Kasi parang medyo, di ba, old French area din siya. So, again, yung construction, especially at night. So, yun. Then, sa Turkey kasi shopping din.
Talaga?
So, connected yun later sa topic natin.
Smart shopping, okay. So, syempre, nagtitake down notes na yung listeners natin na, okay, Quebec and Turkey, maganda palang puntahan yan.
Maganda sa shopping yun. Tapos
Maganda sa
Tokyo,
shopping
maganda
yan.
din sa shopping din yun.
Okay. So, of all the countries, ano yung pinaka-memorable experience mo?
I think yung sa Turkey na area, kasi doon ako naipit ng pandemic, umabot yung contract ko na ng 13 months continuous. So, we were like Turkey, then Spain, and Morocco, Tangier Med. So, paikot-ikot lang kami during pandemic noon.
Bakit siya memorable?
Kasi hindi kami makalabas. Pandemic, it's yung the standard pandemic stories that you are locked on the ship for 13 months and you, instead of like complaining that you have worked for 13 months there, you're happy that you have worked during that time and you're locked there. And talagang, kumbaga, sabi mo, patibayan ng loob yun. Kasi you don't even know when you can go back. You don't even know when you will be back. Kung uuwi ka ba, hindi mo alam kung, sabi nga namin nun, hindi mo alam during that time if uuwi ka ng buhay, hindi ko uuwi ka ng nakabox na. Kasi it's the pandemic period. Hindi mo alam kung magkaka-COVID ka. Pero yun, memorable lang kasi nung binabasa namin it was a container ship. Nung binabasa namin yung manifesto ng cargo, nakakatuwa din. Kasi like the whole ship, ang karga namin nun, I cannot forget, it's face mask.
Yung mga essentials. Oo, yung mga kailangan talaga ng mga bansa.
So, kinukuha namin yun sa Gibraltar, sa area. Tapos, dadali namin sa inside Europe. Sa Black Sea area.
So, napaka-crucial talaga ng role nyo.
So,
talagang
key
workers talaga kayong literal during the pandemic.
Then, you don't even think about going home na. Kasi of course, the condition dito, pag umuwi ka, naka-lockdown ka din. Second, at least you have incomes. You have income for the family din, tuloy-tuloy nung that time. And yun nga, hindi mo rin kasi alam kailan ka uuwi. Kasi the offices and even if we have the MLC, even we have the unions, everybody cannot do anything about it during that time. So,
kasi first time for everyone naman.
Yeah. And then, yun nga, you'd rather think it positively that you are earning something for your family at home kasi nakastop lahat dito. And that time, that was like my last year, I think, with Amos Soup working in the office of one of our officers there. Sabi ko nga nun, paano kung hindi ako umalis that time then, wala tayong consistent na like pay because we get paid during that time in the office pero it's not like we can do everything that we can for earning for earning something during that pandemic. Kaya okay din. Kaya memorable ko, parang sabi na it's a sad decision during that time but it was I left that time there's no pandemic
So naabutan ka lang talaga.
Naabutan ako noon. Nag-lockdown yung Turkey on the day na umalis yung ship namin.
Wow, okay.
Parang pinaalis lang kami.
Talk about destiny, no?
Kasi pinaalis kami nung shipyard. You need to finish the dry dock because you need to leave today because tomorrow Turkey is on lockdown.
Okay.
So yun, doon na nagsimula yung regular swab test. That's what's memorable kasi imagine mo every port.
I can just imagine.
Medyo na, may immune na kami sa swab test doon.
sanay na.
Nung una, di ba, everybody naman, swab test, masakit. Tapos ngayon, nung time na yun, swab test.
Normal, okay. Normal. Okay, so, grabe pala, no? Grabe yung pinagdaanan mo.
Everybody naman. It's all with all the members
Of
then.
course.
And during that time, at least, the union was taking care of everybody. They're checking on, at least, the union was doing our best. Amos Soup, and also with ITF and all the other unions are doing their best to check on the seafarers during that time.
And nag-set up nga nung diba? Nung ating corridor.
Diba? With the COVID, meron tayo. With the corridor pa, which is,
we're gonna, very successful.
Yes.
in partnership with our
Government,
stakeholders.
with the stakeholders and government. Everybody.
Tripartite yun eh.
Yes.
Government, social partners.
And it was not in our country din naman
Oo.
din, with other countries din.
Okay. So, okay. So much for the,
Chika.
So, ito na. So, madalas na usapin, no? Yung sa mga seafarers.
Yan na.
Yung financial management ng mga seafarers. Kanina nabanggit mo na sa amin yung tungkol
Yes.
sa income nung pandemic. Tuloy-tuloy yung income mo.
Yes.
Bilang na-extend nga yung mga kontrata, no? Dahil sa mga lockdowns. So, paano mo iniingatan yung mga naiipon mo? Ano-ano yung kung pwede mo ma-share sa amin kung ano yung mga naipundar mo for yourself and for your family.
Yeah. First and foremost muna, para kasi marami tayong seaman at until now there is a lot of talks about dun sa Magna Carta of the Seafarer natin, about the allotment thing. Ako ever since, and I'm single, so ever since I never did an allotment to another person.
Self-allotty ka.
I was always a self-allotment ever since I was a cadet. So, lahat ng pera ko pumapasok sa personal bank account ko. Personal advice, kasi especially during that time, old school, we don't have the ways and means. We don't have the online capabilities to transfer money. And now, sobrang dali. So, instead na I have an allotment, like the office manages the allotment to another person, I put everything on my personal account. Uso naman na ang scheduled transfers.
Oo, ang dali na.
Yung mga money transfer facilities natin, plus also the QR transfers natin with the other financial services. So, it's very easy to transfer so that you can control.
So, ikaw na nagmamanage yourself.
I mean, at least alam mong tama yung pinapadala ng office. Kasi of course, I know that a lot of offices are doing their best to have a good exchange rate and do their best to provide the services that the seafarers deserve for about finances. Pero syempre, it's also a good thing na you have an initial, hindi naman distrust, but like at least you check how much money really goes into your account, kung tama ba o hindi. Para, sabi ko nga nun, para walang sisihan sa office. Kung ikaw din naman yung magmamanage, better you make sure that it's complete first before you manage it.
Parang you take accountability of everything.
No, I mean like you take account na, tama yung tinransfer sa akin ng office ko. Walang sisihan din na you blame it to the exchange rate, you blame it to another thing. At least you know that it's correct. If you have questions, the office, I mean, for example, in my experience, all my offices are very glad to at least explain to me if there was a question about it. Then after nun, scheduled transfer na ako. For example, I give a little bit of allowance to my mom. May other expenses ako. May bills ako.
So ikaw yung nag-aayos.
Ako na lang and it's like not really budgeted, but you have, if it's a regular thing, you have at least an approximate how much you need to pay for something. So nagigis mo na, for example, this part of my salaries, the other part of my salary is for savings.
Naka-Excel ba yan? Or do you use an app?
Yung
Kasi may mga app eh.
Dati naka-Excel ako.
O diba?
Medyo nitpicky ako. Ngayon, since scheduled na, and alam ko naman, I just check like the final values. And, okay.
Oo, monitor. Tsaka may mga apps ngayon, di ba? Mga money manager.
Since nasa cruise ship, diba, may signal kami. So, nagro-notify sa akin.
Kung na-pay na yung bill na to.
Yes.
So, you can keep track.
Yes.
Okay.
Yun. Tapos, I have a very specific part of it that goes directly to savings. That even me, I cannot touch.
Mahalaga yun. So, parang may account na...
There's an account that I cannot touch. Kasi
hindi mo pwedeng i-withdraw, hindi pwedeng mag-transfer from that account to...
Yes. Kasi there's a particular bank which is a friend of Amusop din, which gives services also to our seafarers for their transactions.
Pero bawal i-mention kasi brand.
Bawal po sabihin. At saka hulaan nyo na lang po. Kasi medyo medyo maganda po yung product nila. I have an account in dollars.
Okay.
Kasi sabi ko nga, I need to keep it in dollars because it's fluid. More often than not, you're gonna be win-win in the next 10 years.
So doon yung savings mo.
And I cannot touch
Nasa
it.
dollar.
Kasi ang deal, ang like agreement namin ng bank, even one withdrawal, I will lose the good interest rate that they give me.
So dun lang talaga yun.
Yeah, because kaya hanapin nyo po yun, mga kabaro. May mga bangko na nag-offer.
Pwede kayo mag-PM kay GM sa
Oo,
Facebook.
PM nyo po ako.
Ano ba, GM Hieras on Facebook? Baka pwede nating i-flash.
Tapos meron kasi mga banks na nag-offer ng services like, for example, this bank. I have a good amount. I cannot say that it's a big amount. I have a good amount on that bank that I'm earning more or less $25 a month.
Yun yung investment mo.
Hindi.
One of your investments.
It's $25 a month, for example.
Oo.
Parang, for example, we have the Union Juice.
Oo.
Pag tinignan mo yung facility na yon, it's like Union Juice. But I'm not paying for anything. It's pay for itself.
Oo.
And the interest was compound.
Siya. Compounding.
Ang deal lang doon, I cannot withdraw even $1.
For how many years?
Walang limit.
Walang limit. So, kung kailanganin mo yon, nandun lang yon.
Nandun siya. Kaya sabi ko nga, maubusan na ako ng pera. I need to work double time. That money will not be touched
It's like your retirement.
It's my retirement.
Oo. Ay, magandang
Kasi medyo maganda na yung niya ngayon, amount niya. I can start something with it. But last year, I got tempted to use it for something. Buti na lang, I said no. So yun, first tip, pag ipon.
Oo.
Mangyari man na mangyari kahit ano, pag you set it as an ipon, panindigan nyo na ipon nyo yun for retirement.
Ilang percent yun ng salary mo? Yung sinusubi mo for savings mo?
For real talk, bago ko sumakay ng barko, if I have excess dollars, because I have a dollar account na hindi ko napalit nun, lahat ng excess ko before I join the ship will go there. Because I know I'll have earnings on the ship again. Hindi ko magagalaw yung matutulog lang yung money in my bank account. So, I put all excess. And for regular, more or less, pumapatak siya around 30 to 40% of my salary per contract.
Dun diretso na dun.
Ang papasok ko before akong sumakay uli. Yung,
okay.
sabi lang na si tira. But, I have, like, at least sabi ko, but at least I have a minimum of 1 month of my contract will go there.
To the savings.
For a whole contract.
May laging disiplina, no?
Yeah, kasi kagaya I told you, I was tempted to use it last vacation. Because I want to buy something. Butin lang yung bank.
Sure ka ba?
Sir, ipon mo nga yan, di ba? Walang gagalaw niya.
Okay.
Which is, also, you need to have a good financial manager if you can have it, or at least somebody to support you on the ipon. Kasi there will be, you will have cases that matitempt ka, pera yan, makukuha ko naman yan eh. Which is yan, yung going to another advice, hindi porket may pera kayo ay mare-replenish yan. Medyo may ganung mindset kasi let's accept it. May mga ganung mindset na
kikitain mo rin naman yan
sasakay naman ako uli. Pwede kong galawin to. Kaso, declared mo nga siyang ipon. Paano kung hindi ka makasakay uli? On your expected date. Mahirap na siya ma-replenish. And pag naipon mo na, medyo mahirap, especially if it's a big value, hindi madaling mag-ipon uli Mas madaling mag-ipon ng small steps. And magulat ka na lang na ganun na yung naipon mo, then remove everything and restart again. Kaya also the advice that we give also with our provident fund, di ba? If you do, it's a provident fund. It's not a loan that you can get. That we loan something from the members and you can get it anytime. It's a provident fund. It's for the ipon for you if you want to retire.
Yes.
Kasi may mga senior kami or friends na pwede na i-claim. I-claim na namin. Sabi ko, sir, provident fund yun. Kaya nga siya provident fund. It's for long time pa. And yun, so natatauhan sila minsan, provident fund pala yun. Yeah, so keep it there. So that in the last resort, or like if you have something na for your retirement, you have like we at least help the members that they still have something on their retirement plus di ba, so it's earning a little bit then.
Yung interest niya, no?
Yes.
So okay, so meron kang savings.
Yes.
Na disiplinado ka, naguhulog ka doon.
Nakalock yun.
Nakalock na yun, hindi mo pwedeng galawin.
Pati yung passbook doon, nakalock din yun, hindi pwede talaga. Hindi ko siya nakikita. Nakikita siya online, pero yung ways to withdraw that, hindi ko. pina-safe keep ko somewhere.
Okay, so that's your tip number one.
Yes.
So have you ever tried investing in a business?
Yes.
Okay. So can you share with us ano yung mga in-explore mo?
I have we have little business in Davao, in Mindanao, with my friends.
Oh, okay. Seafarers din?
Hindi.
Hindi. Okay.
Pero long term. Business people.
Okay,
friends. Kasi alam ko sa sarili ko, hindi ako marunong magnegosyo. I think, yung mga nakakilala po sa atin, hello po. Alam nyo na hindi ako marunong magnegosyo kasi ibibigay ko na lang sa inyo kaysa ibenta ko sa inyo.
So, nag-invest ka?
Yeah. So, yun, meron tayong a little
Davao. Anong product nyo?
Hindi ata ba sabihin? Kasi parang it's a product na, it's like a business, like, we tied up with a bigger business. So, parang kami yung sub. Pero lahat nung output namin for a particular business.
So bawal i-disclose?
Parang ganon. Kasi,
so, you have to talk to your partners?
Yes.
Okay.
Pero yun, very, very minimal lang yun. Parang kumbaga katuwaan lang namin nung mga, but it's like a business of my friend and we have a little
parang
lang.
angel investor ka ganyan.
Parang lang, parang meron lang tayong panggastos pag Christmas. Ganon.
May ganon. Bukod doon, meron ka pa balik. Di ba yung iba sabi nila, mag-invest ka sa real estate, mag-invest ka, yung mga ganon. Have you ever explored
ngayon,
those
I tried to invest for the real, sa condo na long term.
Okay, oo.
So, pero hindi ko pa kasi nakikita kung so maliit lang yung monthly niya, then I'm trying and they're like explaining yung flipping.
Yung mag-flip ka ng
pero sa long term pa yun. So basically if you have just extra, that's for the extras naman din. Kumbaga play lang, laruan lang kasi hindi naman malaki. So ganun pag flip mo, you don't even get a lot of it. But I have investments for corporate bonds.
Bonds. Okay. So, how does that work? Paano mo sinimulan yun?
So, may nag-offer na bank.
Dahil mong friends na banks,
friends natin yun. Salamat, Amos. Hindi, mga nami-meet natin na kaibigan kasi they're doing the PDOS. Yeah, that's why yung mga mga kabaro natin dyan, makinig kayo sa PDOS. Minsan may mga ganyan-ganyan silang na akala nyo so-so lang. Pero pag nag-inquire kayo, medyo pwede to. So yun, natutunan ko siya sa PDOS.
Okay.
So, but the bank is a friend then. So, I have an XX amount on an XXX company.
Okay.
Para siyang
stocks.
para siyang stocks, but it's bonds kasi it's like time-based.
Okay.
So, it matures in 5 years, I can pull out.
Okay.
So, but I more or less in a year, yun, siguro pwede ko i-discuss. I'm earning an extra $1,000.
Okay.
A year?
Yun, oo.
Without me doing anything.
Yeah, plus yung kaninang shinare mo na monthly, meron kang
Yes, plus nagbabarko din naman tayo, so I have earnings. So at least we have multiple channels then. Yun. You need to have
income streams.
Yeah, multiple streams ng income natin.
Yan ang dapat ma-establish.
Parang kahapon, nagulat, kumain kami sa labas ng friends kasi nasa airport tayo. Then, nagulat ako, yung one stream natin, medyo nag-earn ng around $100. So, parang nalibre ko yung kinain ko.
So, tsaka parang ang daling i-monitor lahat ngayon.
Yes,
kasi
because everything's online. For example, the broker of that facility, ini-email sa akin, sir, ganito na po yung price no bonds natin for this quarter, ganito yung income for this quarter, nasend na namin yung income mo sa bank account mo.
Ay, gandang news naman, no?
Medyo may ganun.
So, how can you, kasi, di ba yung iba parang medyo risk averse?
Actually, ang tawag sa akin din ng mga yung asset manager, I'm a very, very conservative type. So, conservative pa ako sa lagay na to. Kasi hindi ako risky. Ayoko nung, ganito, ganyan. Gusto ko, I don't care if the time is like long. As long as I'm sure, I don't really care. Huwag kayong mag-asam ng malaking income sa mga investments.
Di ba sabi nila, if it's too good to be
it's true, too good to be true.
It should be a scam or something.
Totoo yun.
Di ba? Mas dapat realistic.
Kasi tandaan natin, lahat ng investment, especially if it's bank and if it's legal, may tax yan. So, pag it's too good to be true na walang tax na binabawas or walang processing.
Laki,
or yung tipong, yung 5-6 trillion, 5 mo magiging 6 in one month. Teka lang. baka ready ka na dapat sa 5-0 after. Kasi hindi mo na makontak yung pinag-investan.
So dapat talaga maging
wise, be careful.
Wise, cautious.
Ang lagi ko sabi din, I always say, wag kayong swapang. Wag kayong swapang kasi it's too good to be true na, or you want more.
Tsaka talagang hindi okay ang mag-shortcut in anything in life,
anything in life.
Wag mo i-shortcut.
Huwag shortcut kasi iba easy money, easy come, easy go.
So dapat talaga calculated risks. Okay. So, ang bilis talaga ng oras. Parang dapat may part 2 to.
Part 2.
Kasi very interesting, very relevant topic for our seafarers. So, final message na lang sa mga listeners natin na gustong sumunod sa yapak mo at maging wise with their financial management.
Dapat wise kayo sa friends. Friend ko si Miss Cam. So, ganon. So, you need to be wise then on your money. You take care of your own money. Hindi ko sa mga may asawa po natin, you don't take it negatively. Of course sa mga seaman naman na kaibigan natin, kayo yung naghirap for that earnings. So at least you have control, at least you know where it's going, and at least you're sure kung safe ba yung finances or yung money na in-earn natin sa labas ng bansa, kasi alam naman natin lahat, it's not an easy money. It's not easy money to get. Medyo hirap yan. They only see the nice things, the shore leave natin, but on how we don't earn on the shore leaves. We earn on the work that we do while we're at sea. So, yun, wise lang dapat.
Okay. Wise lang para maging katulad tayo ni Sir JM na dami-daming investments.
At iwas sa shopping.
Hanapin niyo siya sa Facebook, JM Heras. Sir, tulungan mo kami paano ba mag-invest.
Madali man ang mahal natin.
Kailangan mo na yata ng
ipapakilala ko kayo sa friends natin.
Okay, maraming salamat po. So before we end the show, on your screens, nandyan po ang detalye ng AMOSUP Contact Center. Telephone, mobile number, Globe and Smart. Paalala lamang po, para lang po yan sa calls and hindi po yan ubra sa text, no? So, if you want to know more about the service units of AMOSUP, yung mga programs and services po natin, just contact our AMOSUP Contact Center. And of course, we have the AMOSUP official Facebook page and AMOSUP official Facebook group. And kung hindi po kayo nakapag-subscribe, ina-upload po natin ang episodes ng Alagang AMOSUP sa AMOSUP official YouTube channel. And for more information, ang daming end. For more information on the service units of AMOSUP or history, or programs or events, just log on to www.amosup.org. Muli, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay. Salamat sa mga kasama natin sa Radyo Pilipinas, si Miss Susan Aizon, Milo Jonella, Jay Arevalo, Hero Lucero, Erwin Teñano at Jerome Toledo, at sa napakaganda nating ka-AMOSUP na si Miss Lara San Juan. At syempre muli, maraming salamat sa ating special guest na si Engineer JM Heras.
Yeah, maraming salamat sa AMOSUP and advance anniversary sa atin. Po. And shoutout lang sa MSC Cruises sa Philippines.
Shout out. And of course, Vice Admiral Santos.
Yes, and
Dr.
Oka. Dr. Oka and Vice Admiral Leo, which I saw a while ago. So.
Yes. Okay. Maraming salamat po sa pagbabahagi ng inyong journey at sea at sa mga pagbabahagi ng inyong mga praktikal at makabuluhang financial tips para sa ating mga seafarers at sa kanilang mga pamilya. Muli, saludo kami sa inyong dedikasyon at sakripisyo bilang isang Pilipinong mandaragat. Pagbati rin po muli sa lahat ng miyembro at dependents ng AMOSUP na siyang inspirasyon ng lahat ng mga programa at serbisyo ng ating unyon. Atin din pong subaybayan ang programang Alagang AMOSUP sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Ako po si Camille Simbulan at ito po ang Alagang AMOSUP.
All aboard sa talakayan. Palalimin pa ang inyong kaalaman. Alagang AMOSUP dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.